in the first type of the deep foundation we discuss about the piles. Okay, so there are different types of methods that are used for driving the piles. So let's discuss the pile driving methods, means how we insert the piles in the ground. Okay, so there are different types of the pile driving methods, like by dropping a drop hammer, by steam hammer, and by boring. Okay, so let's start by drop hammers. How we are going to drive a pile driving method, that is by the drop hammers. It is a method of pile driving in which hammer is raised by a rope or a steel cable and then allowed to drop on pile cap. This method takes a lot of time, thus it being replaced by steam hammer these days. The weight of the drop hammer varies from 350 to 1800 kgs. The exact weight of the drop hammer to be used is governed by the shape and length of the pile as well as the nature of ground to be penetrated. Okay, so this is the method of the pile driving by drop hammer. Now comes towards this next second type of the method, that is by the steam hammers methods. In this in this type of pile driving method, hammer is raised and then dropped from a short distance by means of steam cylinder and piston. Okay, the framework supporting the hammer also has pile lifting device. Due to uniform steam pressure, the rate of hammer blows on the pile is also uniform. There are subtypes of the steam hammer driving piles method. One is the single acting, another is the double acting. In the single acting method, the hammer is operated by steam from one direction. The force of each stroke depends upon the weight of the hammer and the height of the fall. The numbers of blows are dependable on the steam pressure. Now comes towards the double acting. Okay, so double acting steam hammering method in usually weighs a hammer having weight of 2000 to 4000 kgs. Steam plays its parts from both directions. The number of blows are usually 100 to 200 per minute. These rapid blows results in quick driving of the pile. In the single acting, the hammer is operated by steam from one direction. The force of each stroke depends upon the weight of the hammer and the height of the fall. The numbers of blows are depending upon the steam pressure. The next type of the steam hammering is the double acting method, which is in which the hammer usually weighs 2000 to 4000 kgs. Steam plays its part from both directions. The numbers of blows are usually 100 to 200 per minute. These rapid blows results in quick driving of the pile. So this was about the steam type of the driving method. Now the third type of the pile driving method is by boring method. If the pile is required to penetrate bed of the hard soil or soft rock to reach its required depth, driving a pile by boring is an economical solution. In dry soil, boring may be done through an through forcefully. Okay, so in soft soil, in dry soil, boring may be done through an auger. Okay, and in soft clay, rotary well drills may be used. The bore is made up to require depth of the pile. Okay, so the precast piles are then put into the bore hole. So this was the method of pile driving by boring method, in which the in this dry soil boring may be done by the augers, and in the soft clay rotatory well drills may be used. These are the types of the drills, auger and the rotatory well drills. Now there are two other also type of the pile driving methods. The fourth type of the pile driving method is the screw method. In this method, piles with helical or screw shapes ends called screw piles are rotated into the ground like a screw. The pile is turned turned by mechanical or manual equipment, and this type of method is suitable for soft clays and loose sandy soils used for marine works or temporary structures. The advantage of the screwing method is that it is of quick installation, no heavy hammering, less noise and vibration, can be removed and reused. Okay, the fifth type of the pile driving method is the water jet method. In this method, water under high pressure is discharged at the pile tip through nozzles. The water loosens and removes soil and reducing friction, so the pile can easily penetrate under its own weight or with light driving. Suitable for loose sands and sills when soil offers high skin friction. The advantages are that easy pile penetration, less driving effort needed, and disadvantages is not suitable in clay soils. Water jetting makes soil unstable, requires continuous supply of the water. Okay, so screwing method is a pile screwed into a soil helix end, whereas the wet jet method, water jet reduces soil resistance to pile sinks easily. Both are special pile driving techniques used when conventional hammering is not suitable. So these were the methods of pile driving.